MRC transformers, Tech 2s. We love these. They're all over the place. They're pretty bulletproof. They're great transformers. Sometimes they break. Sometimes their power is just on all the time. No matter what you do here, it's just full bore. I found a cure for that. I fixed it. $2, 43 cents, less than $3, something like that. Follow along. I'll show you guys how to do it. I'm Ron with Classic Model Trades. Let's take a look at this one here. The old Tech 2s, very popular, still really good transformers that are around now. I've got it wired up to my test track over here, and I got a meter on it so I can keep an eye on things. Now we see that it's turned all the way down, and you turn the power on, and we're getting full voltage. And it doesn't matter where I put this at, as I roll that back and forth, it went up to 15. When I turn it all the way off, it slowly leaks back down to 14 volts. Now somebody sat there and said, well, it's because you don't have a load on it. Those things, they'll do that if there's no load. So let's put the old Walthers train line, one of my prides of the fleet right here. It's off. I turn the switch. Okay. The thing is, it's putting out full power, is what I'm trying to say. There's no saving it. So what can we do with this thing? Let's get it over to the bench and see what it's going to take. Now these MRCs back in the day, they put them together with a Torx screw that looks like this, but it's got a little teeny tiny pin right in the center of it. These are called security Torxes or safety Torxes. They don't want you getting into it, so they use kind of an abstract screw on it. Well, I crawled around on the Amazon and I found this set right here. Turns out it's a Ronmar that's the manufacturer of this, a T10. If you wanted to get some of these things so you can work on your own transformers. Now I've been into this once, so I only threw 2 screws back in it just so we could go through the motions here of what it's doing. Come on, get in there. I know it's down there somewhere. There it is. 1 screw out, this one here, just being kind of a pill. There he is. So this particular transformer's got a total of 6 of these safety Torx T10s. And we get into it. Oh yeah, look at that. There's American craftsman at its finest. But what we're after, get all this stuff kind of folded out of the way, is this guy right here. Is that showing up well? Yeah. Now, back in the day, I called this a triax diode. I don't know what it is, but I know it's got numbers on the top of it. This one says it's a D as in dog, 1192. So I think I went to the eBay. I typed that in. I got these. Geez, it's like they're mailing illicits or something like that. Somehow I've got 10 of them. And this says D1192. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to warm up the soldering iron. I'm going to transfer these wires over one at a time onto this. Then we're going to unbolt that one. In fact, I'll unbolt that one. I'm going to bolt this one down to it right now. The one thing I neglected to do was to get the heat transfer paste that's on here. Oh yeah, they put that one on. Get the big boy tools in on this one. 1 screw. This white stuff, heat transfer paste, because this puts out a lot of heat. It's a grease. I'm probably blowing it by not putting Freshie on, but I don't have any Freshie. I forgot it. This is just to check it and see if my hypothesis is correct or not. That's why this thing is on this aluminum piece right here, because it's a heat sink. We're gonna get these bent out so a person can get to them. And I'm gonna work on transferring these over here, just one at a time. Cut this extra nibbin off here. We don't need things shorting out. Now that we got those all soldered back up, get this back in here. Why now are you being so hard to deal with? Guess it'd help if I put it in the right direction. Looks like this was soldered up by some guy named Joe. Built this thing right before he went to lunch because it is crude looking. This little filler panel goes in right there. We got everybody back in. Then you got to get that captured right in here. I'm just going to put a couple screws in just to make sure it works. So I'm just guessing. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've never done this before, but back in the day, I fixed some electronic DJ lights by putting in a new one of those things. That's why I'm going this direction. Let's wire back up to the track and see if it's going to work. Now, this is a pretty straightforward repair, but it's the tools and the parts that you really need that's really important. So let me go over those again. Here are the Safety Torx screwdrivers, the security screwdriver set that I got off the Amazon. There's a link in the description down below for my Amazon Associates program. Click on the link, it'll take you to the Amazon website directly. If you guys decide to buy them, they give me a little kickback, 2-3%, and all the stuff that's in here doesn't cost you anything extra. I found the transistors on the eBay, and I can't of course put a link for that, but this is the picture of what it looks like. Make sure that you use the numbers that are on your transistor. Get the exact same ones. When I was searching, they kept bringing up different numbers than what I typed in. But I wanted to make sure I got the exact number because I don't know enough to know what the other numbers mean. So I didn't want to blow it, and I got the exact same ones. And then coming up with that heat grease, that dielectric heat grease, wouldn't you know it? Super Lube! I searched it up. They make a heat transfer grease also. Here's the picture to that right here. And then also down in the description down below, I've got the link to that. It'll be underneath my electrical and electronics stuff. Short video, but guys get mad if we don't throw this in. Now's an excellent time to do classic model trains, classic model of the week. Do you guys know who this is? If you do, type it down below in the comments. If you don't, hang out till the end. We'll let you know who it is. Let's get back into this video and see if this repair is going to work. Voltage is at 0. Turn it on. First thing I notice is that the green light ain't glowing. Next thing I notice is that the zeros are at 0. And if I roll this throttle up, can you believe it? Plus, as I roll it up, the green light, let me turn this off. The green light glows brighter and brighter, dimmer and dimmer. Can you believe it? Well, since that was successful, I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of these screws back in right here. Why do they got to put the fancy stuff in? And maybe they don't want nobody messing around looking at their way they put it together or something like that. But this one, cleaned up, ready to go up on the market. Put her up for sale. Yep. Loving it. Yeah, the expense on them. I think I paid like $28.53 for 10 of those little transistor things. I got 10 of them. I could fix 9 more now. $2.83, I guess, to fix one of these. Tools, you need tools. You always got to have them, so I don't count that as an expense. The grease, I don't really count that as an expense. Cheap. Brought this transformer back around. Some of these are our favoritist. We've had them for years. We want to keep them around. Classic model trains, classic model of the week. It's Michelle Pfeiffer. Thanking all the 33%ers for all of your support out there. Want to thank all the channel members that are out there also. All you guys out there, you're helping me support that rental shed I've got to hold that X-Club layout in. We got to get back up to that. It's been a while since I got some plans for it. I got the parts that have been flowing in. So it's definitely time to get back on it. So we'll see you guys next week. I'm Ron, Classic Model Trains. Bye-bye.